So UPS stands for uninterruptible power supply. This is the expansion of that. Then what is the use of UPS means UPS are used to supply the power continuously in the event of power failure is called as the use of UPS. Then in UPS we have two types of UPS. One is called offline UPS and second one is called online UPS. Right? Now, the first one, offline UPS. It is also called as standby UPS. Offline UPS ಗೆ ನಾವು standby UPS ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಕರೀತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. Then second point, offline UPS monitors the power line and switches to battery power. So as soon as it detects a problem, right, then immediately the offline UPS can be switched on. It means the offline UPS is a UPS. This also contains battery, but this offline UPS can be used after the failure of the main power line. So once the power lines goes off, or else if that has some power problems, then only the offline UPS switches over to inverter circuitry. Until that time, directly it is supplying main power to you all. Once the power goes off, then the UPS switches over to the inverter circuitry. Then from that time onwards, we are getting the power from its battery. This is the working of offline UPS. Whereas in case of online UPS, that is second one, the online UPS are used wherever the data preservance is very important. Wherever the data are very important at that places, normally we'll use online UPSs, because online UPS are very costly, one thing. And second, the main advantage of this for the concern to data is that the online UPS can supply the power to the devices even though the main power supply is on. Andre ನಮ್ ಜೆಸ್ಕಾಮ್ ಇಂದ ಏನ್ ಮೇನ್ ಸಪ್ಲೈ ಬರುತ್ತೋ ಆ ಮೇನ್ ಸಪ್ಲೈ ಇದ್ದಾಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಪವರ್ ಹೋಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಮೇನ್ ಸಪ್ಲೈ ಇದೆ, ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ, ಆ ಇದ್ದಾಗೂ ಕೂಡ ದ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ UPS ಈಸ್ ಸಪ್ಲೈಯಿಂಗ್ ಪವರ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿ ಓನ್ಲಿ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿಯಿಂದನೇ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಸಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರತ್ತೆ. ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವೆನ್ ದ ಪವರ್ ಗೋಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಟ್ ಎನಿ ಟೈಮ್, ವಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ get aware of that, because we are getting continuous power supply, we are not getting any breakdowns. But in case of offline UPS, when the power goes off, the UPS should switch over to inverter circuitry. At that moment, some few fraction of seconds will face a problem concerned to power, and the fluctuation you may get. Then if you have observed that if you are using an offline UPS at houses and all, then when the power goes off, you will get a beep, you will get one sound when the power goes off. Even when the power comes back, again you will get a beep from your devices. It means that beep is nothing but it is switching over from one circuitry to another circuitry, power to inverter or inverter to power. So in these two, offline UPS are cheap comparing to online UPSs. Then online UPSR, you can say that in reverse, they are more costlier than offline UPSs. So normally, I told you that once again, I am repeating that particular sentence, that the online UPS are useful wherever there is a data importance is there. If for college purpose, if you are entering your data by using any ready-made materials, then at that time online UPS are not required for us. So this is about the two types of UPSs. Then I move on to the one more heading. Up to here normally they are asked a question, but only once in the year. I think it is of 2015 or 16, only once they asked one question, that is general question related to this chapter. In the beginning itself, I have given you that at the end of this particular chapter, we should capable of assembling our own computers. It means we are aware of number of components that is present inside the cabinet. So that I have told in the beginning class. Same thing, based on that, only once we got the question related to that, so that we will discuss now. That is the assembling of computers you may get. That is just one. Assembling the computer system. How to assemble a computer system. It means the computer, if you want to purchase a computer or if you want to assemble a computer, what are all the components we need? This is the last heading of this chapter, because up to here we have studied different components. Now for our computer, what are all the components we need? Right? That list you have to provide. The assembling the computer system, or you can say that the configuration of the computer. One more term is configuration of the computer. So these are all the components we need for a computer assembling. That is, first one, we need a processor. What is a processor? Processor is nothing but a CPU. That is one of the important component of the motherboard. Then you can mention the speed of that also, clock speed, right? So normally in the present days, we are going with a branded processor, that is Intel processor, with, you can say that, around 3.4 gigahertz speed. Just I'm taking an example. Processor, I'm giving details about that, which processor I want for my system. A processor, Intel microprocessor with 3.4 gigahertz speed. This is one component. Then they may ask, second one, motherboard. Which type of motherboard? Because we have knowledge of different types of motherboards. Based on that, we'll prefer for ATX motherboards. We want ATX motherboards, advanced technology, extended motherboards with recent technology chipset. Then we need RAM. You can consider RAM of 16 GB. Right? Just an example. Primary memory we need, that is 16 MB, 16 GB, whatever you can consider that. Then one more memory we need, that is compulsory, that is secondary memory. So secondary memory normally will go with by default hard disk, that is HDD, has the hard disk drive. So presently we are going with 1 terabyte capacity hard disk, 1 TB hard disk, right? Then we need cabinet, that box cabinet with SMPS. Which type of cabinet you want? One will get vertical mounted, one will get horizontal mounted. Andra nodirteve box hengirutte old model nodidaga, even in the book diagrams we may observe that adannu malgisidu kaanutte nimage, addavagi ittid kaanutte, lambavagi ittid kaanalla, horizontal kaanutte. On that the monitor can be kept. When you observe any book, you may observe that diagrams also. It means in cabinet also there are different types of cabinets you'll get, right? So you'll prefer with a cabinet that is vertical one, that contains even SMPS. Then when you're considering the SMPS, you can say that how many watts SMPS you want. So assume that around 400 watts SMPS we need. Just an example, 400 watts SMPS. Then once we have given cabinet and SMPS, then which type of keyboard we want? Already we have a knowledge of keyboard, so prefer any one keyboard. Now I can consider one example. I want wireless keyboard. Okay, fine. Then one more common input device we need, that is mouse. Which mouse we want? That knowledge also we have. That is, there are different types of mouses, but I want wireless optical mouse. Then next one, the monitor. Which monitor you want? Again, we know that in color monitors, we have different types of monitors. You may prefer around, we want 19 or 17 inch monitor, that is of TFT or LED. LED monitors or TFT monitors we want. Very good, that is also over. Then, whether you want a camera, right? You want a camera for your computer so that you can take the online classes and all. Okay, that is webcam. If you want, you can take that also separately. Depends on the number of pixels and all qualities. The cameras may be fixed. Then, if you want a speaker for sound, how many wattage speaker we want? That also you can purchase it. Right? Depends on your need. Then, to conduct the classes, whether you want a mic, yes, you can take a, depends on needs, the type of mic, right? Either collar mic or some other mic, right? Standby mics. Then, whether after knowing all these, whether you want a printer also along with the computer. If you want, you can. Otherwise, leave that device. If you want only computer with all the facility, present day facility means that these things are enough for us. Then along with this, if you want UPS also, normally we'll take one small UPS at least. It costs you around 2 to 2,500. That may give you around 15 minutes to half an hour backup for one computers. That can be purchased. If power goes off, at least I can save my data and keep that preserved. And I shut down. For that purpose, at least I need one UPS. So that I can prefer. So this is nothing but these are the different components we are using while configuring our computer or while assembling our computers. So this is all about the chapter number 1. So we are concluding here. In the next class, what we can do is we'll discuss about questionnaires.